says you get paired with 100 random humans.
I just had this on my list.
Did you?
Right here. Right here. You get paired with 100 random humans. If you're better than all of them at something, you get $1 billion.
What are you choosing?
What are you choosing? We'll answer that in this podcast.
I like
Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is your favorite new podcast. It's called Five's a Crowd. You know, you clicked on it. Let me introduce the table. We got Cam,
Hey.
Chris,
Hello.
Tony,
Hey.
Zach,
Hola.
myself, Austin. Zach's actually with us. He's looking awake. We got to take advantage
For a
of this
moment.
moment.
Awake for 2 seconds.
Everyone ask him questions.
Non-stop riff
Make him talk.
questions. So yeah, we're just gonna have fun today. I've been coming across a lot of Reddits that I thought would be fun for conversational topics. The one that came off quickly in my head was, let's see here, people who went to a wedding where the couple didn't last long. What happened? And there was one that I read on here that was hilarious. But we're going to read this top one. It's called The Best Answer. Witnessed by my parents, but not me. During the wedding reception, someone asked the bride and groom when they are going to have kids. They had been dating for 8 years before getting married, so everyone assumed they were going to have kids immediately after getting married. The groom loudly said, "Oh man, I'm never having kids." The bride burst into tears and had gone to the restroom. They lasted about a year.
Oh.
You'd think that's something they would have talked about before committing, but who knows?
8 years together, too,
Yeah.
prior.
Dang.
Holy crap.
Wow.
That poor girl was probably just hanging on, just hoping that,
I can fix him.
yeah, yep.
He won't know. I'll let him get me pregnant.
Starts poking holes in the condom.
I don't need his help.
My thigh game's strong. Hold on for 8 seconds.
Oh.
That's hilarious. I don't know what my stance would be on that, but I feel like that's something they definitely should have talked about in the 8-year
Oh, yeah.
relationship that they had.
Before the I do's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a good podcast episode.
Before year
What?
2.
Talking about before the I do's. Things you should talk about before the I do's.
Well, that's
Yeah.
number one. Kids.
Kids.
I do believe that is a good thing.
Well, what do
talk
they
about.
what do they say are kind of the big one, like kinda deal
Politics,
break-
religion,
money?
children, money.
Yeah.
And in-laws.
Oh, in-laws.
I broke that one. I broke that one.
Cam, you got some tea to spill? Let's hear it.
No, they're actually pretty great right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Could change tomorrow.
You never know.
Mine and Jenny's flip-flopped. It was my in-laws at the beginning that were rough. Now it's her in-laws.
Isn't that weird? Like, I mean, you
Interesting.
can't control anyone else. Like,
Right.
that's the thing.
No, but it's okay. Blood's thick, yeah. But distance is a good thing sometimes.
What's that?
Blood of the covenant.
What's
is
that
thicker
nature
than the
have
water of the
boundaries.
womb.
Have boundaries.
What does that nature guy say about mountain lions? Where he's like, I like you, but I respect your distance or something. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Nature walk.
I think
Yeah.
you're neat and all, but I respect your distance.
yeah, that's what it is.
Sidebar. Do you know we actually have their signatures?
What?
Yeah, so I don't
Whose
remember.
signatures.
Those guys, the Nature
Oh.
Walk. Those guys, we
Yeah.
got their signatures as a gift. Someone, I can't remember who, or I remember who sent them, but I don't remember why.
No.
Anyway, they gifted Micah when she was a baby a picture of the two guys in Nature Walk with their signatures on it. It's hilarious.
Huh.
They
Anyway,
just screenshot their own YouTube video. And
maybe, yeah. That's some OG
Neat.
YouTube, man, I feel. Anyway, I got another one.
Go for it.
My grandmother was married before she met my grandfather. This was back in the 50s. I've only ever heard the story once or twice, but she was 17. He was in his 20s. She was dirt poor in Kentucky, and he had a job. They got married, and within a few weeks, they got pretty rough with her.
He got pretty much.
He got pretty rough with her.
Yeah.
When she told her parents, it came to light that he had been abusive for a while. Her dad and brothers didn't know her husband as well as they'd like, since he was going to be part of the family and all, so they invited him on a hunting trip.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, there's some kind of accident. The guy got shot.
Dick Cheney'd. He got Dick Cheney'd.
what?
Did he die?
Okay.
Buckshot.
Did he die?
I lost my place.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. The guy got shot since he'd been in the service and she was his widow. My grandmother got some veterans benefits for the rest of her life.
He died.
He died.
Died. He went out
Shortly
to the forest and he
thereafter,
died.
when she was 19 to 20, she met my grandfather, and they were married just a few months shy of 50 years.
Wow.
One of the most compatible couples I've ever met.
Yeah, he was probably scared for his life. Like,
And he married into money.
Well, I wonder if those veteran benefits continue on post remarriage.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I know. In fact,
know.
I've dealt with some couples where they've purposely not gotten married. They've lived together as a couple for years, but they've purposely not gotten married just so they can collect on the previous income. Like
Nice.
They vowed in
Just saying.
silence.
I'm just saying. Like, it's not a bad racket, you know?
that. I mean, if it's like a military situation, your widowee, your
Widow.
passes away during war, and you get the VA benefits as long as you don't get remarried. You might as well do what you can to keep collecting on that. You deserve it, in my opinion.
I
Yeah.
hate to say it though, but they took the sacred out of being married nowadays. There's
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a
They treat it like a relationship,
It's a
like a
transaction.
boyfriend girlfriend relationship though. Like
Right.
they're so quick to throw it away.
it's called a vow for a reason.
happens, you
It's
know?
called a vow for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyways,
Yeah, I
I'm old
do.
school.
I know what you mean.
Your school is our school.
Bastards.
We all went to school together. Ish.
School. No, none of you guys went to my school.
Same time.
None of you.
Yeah, you went to. Yeah, I'm not going to say. That's a security question somewhere.
It's not true. I would forget. Just kidding.
This one says the bride and groom got married, and within 3 months, the bride found out the groom was married and had kids in a different country.
Oh my gosh.
I have a. Never mind. I
No,
say.
go for it. Let's hear it. Replace names if you
Fake
have
names.
To.
Fake names.
Fake
Somebody
names.
I know had that same thing happen.
No way.
Who I'm related to. They.
What?
Yeah. She got pregnant from a guy, but he was married in another country.
No.
Oh my
way.
gosh.
So she stuck it out, and he finally got divorced from the wife, and now he's married to her.
So it worked out, but
Dang, for
oh
someone.
man.
Still shady.
Yeah, for someone. Gosh.
Still shady.
Still shady.
Crazy.
Lots of shade.
The so I will replace names because this was actually a pretty crazy story. We found out about a month ago one of our old neighbors, who we were not like super close with, but we were pretty good, like you know,
Yeah.
really good friends in passing and stuff, and
Cordial.
yeah, very cordial, very great, you know. And they had like this really great family. And Jess and I saw him after we moved here, just the dad and the kids, and we were like, "Oh, where's the wife?" You know, blah blah. And she's like, "Oh, she's at home." Come to find out, the dad that we saw and that we were really cordial with and whatever, had a double life for 7 years.
Wow.
So more than the length that we lived at our previous house. So since the day we met him, he was juggling a second life with another woman
Oh my god.
down in like Salt Lake City.
How? How do you do
And
that?
he had a full family and kids, like 4 kids.
So he had 2 families? Did he have kids with
I don't know about the other situation, but like I don't know how you juggle
When in
work,
Rome.
4 kids, and technically like 2 wives. Like I don't know how you juggle that, man.
I
What,
feel
you on a
like-
business trip every other week.
I feel like
know.
one of them would have had to known.
I don't know.
Like one wife kind of being like kind of on the creepy side
Suspicious.
and understanding. It's like, yeah, he has another wife down here, but I don't care because he still supports me. And so with her knowing and understanding is what makes it easier to juggle. Like, because I feel like to keep both of them in the dark is where it's almost
impressive.
impossible.
That's Houdini crap.
Yeah. But if one of them knows, then I could get it.
Well,
But
especially because how, like, nighttime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How?
How
Do
are you?
sneak
Do you
away?
do you go back and forth? Are
lots
you
of-
like a week here, a week there, a week? Like,
I
how
don't
do
know.
you
Dude, we
explain
and
the
the
night?
thing is like we saw him all the time.
Jeez.
We saw him all the time. Like he was always like helping like neighbors.
If you walk out your front door, is it to the left?
No.
Okay. I was like, they're so nice.
no, they were
Okay.
great. They
Okay, good. It's not the
them.
ones I'm thinking of.
No, they're fantastic.
Oh.
No,
This was at
you
your
met them?
previous home
Yeah,
before here?
Yeah, that was at my previous residence.
Dang.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't
that
get-
was a shock.
I don't understand that. I like, can't fathom that.
Yeah, it's
It's got to be a work excuse.
You fall
It
asleep
has to
together
be.
and then you shove a pillow up against her and then
It
slip
has to
away.
be work.
Oh, I left
like,
for work early.
I'm out of town all the time for business. Like,
I honestly I don't know how he juggled it because like I said he was always. It seemed like he was always there.
Let's have him as a guest.
How'd you do it, bud? How'd you do it? We'll make him wear a balaclava.
They could cover his mask or his face.
Yeah.
it's like those things where their face is blurred, but then they like lean out of the blur to do something.
Yeah. You're like, crap, wrong kind of blur.
7 years.
Yeah, 7 years.
That's wild.
Nah.
That just isn't worth it.
I get exhausted from one wife.
right, right.
Jeez.
I saw one post and it was like, you should just get married to your best friend, dude, and then just have an agreement that you're gonna split the costs on everything, and you're both okay to date whoever the heck you want.
Yeah.
Because
And
you're not gay.
and it's like you get all the benefits of a married couple.
Tax breaks.
You have a good buddy to help you be a mechanic and fix the boat. You know, you can tackle the yard together. You can do all these things. You have a best friend for life, and you have women in and out of the house all the time.
All right. Who you picking?
We've had this talk.
I think we
before.
go freaking polygamy, bro.
The 5 of us.
Why are we stopping at one?
All right, I'll get the boat,
We do
Chris,
live in
you got
Utah.
Yeah.
the quad, or the side by side.
Yeah. I got a boat too.
Them razors. See, you're bringing most
It's a
to the-
fishing boat though.
Still,
I like it.
it floats.
I'd be the jealous SOB still. Like, what do you see in her that I don't have?
Where were you last night? None of your effing business.
It's like, gosh, let's kick Tony out. He's just
Tony's got like that bandana tied in front. He's wearing an apron. He's got brooms, freaking dish
I've been
gloves
cooking
on.
and cleaning all day.
He's got a rolling pin. Why do you have a rolling pin? You don't even bake.
Stick to the budget, honey.
Zach would be our budgeter because he's on it. Like, he's got his QuickBooks
That's
and
true.
everything.
I could do that.
Whatever. We
We'd
get.
be at a restaurant.
We wouldn't
you're
get
gonna put
anything
a
for our
dollar out.
birthdays.
Yeah. We can't have the budget that tight. That makes room for no fun.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh man.
No, Austin would be the jealous one now that he's on his tea.
Yeah, I got
You'd
that
be the
raised
crying
estrogen.
Go have your
this shirt
estrogen
make me-
checked.
No, and here's the funny thing is like I've been on this now for 2 months, and I've only cried like a handful of times, and it wasn't even like sobbing. It was just like tears,
Mm.
and just like that's the difference.
Huh.
My tea game's strong then.
Is it?
Oh, I don't know.
See, I've been watching. I've been getting
surprised.
back into America's Got Talent. Do you guys watch that at all?
No,
No, because
I didn't even know.
I
it
think our
was still
testosterone's
going.
higher than yours.
Yeah, 100%. Every time they hit that gold buzzer, oh my god!
That show's legitimately still going.
Season 19 just started.
19?
Yeah.
That can't be right.
That
I feel
shows-
like that was
those
going
shows
on
are
when we were in high
Ponzi schemes
school.
to keep old famous people relevant.
Oh, 100%. But the
How many
talent
bells
is
and
cool
stuff.
though.
Yeah.
I like
Well, I
that
mean,
one.
I can't hate it. A lot of my favorite artists came from America's Got... no, not Got Talent.
American Idol.
Wait, is it American Idol or Got Talent that you watching?
Got talent.
Oh, okay. I was thinking you were saying American
Some of the
Idol
things those
star.
They
people
do more
is
fun
ridiculous.
things.
I think a lot of it's staged.
The goofy ones where they get X'd out real fast, yeah. But some of it's really cool talent.
Yeah.
And then they legitimately end up in Vegas like they say they're going to.
Do you think it's staged in the way of they make it up, or they just someone genuinely is just a weirdo and they're like, yeah, send this guy through?
Yes.
Oh, that's
100%.
100% staged.
Sometimes
what?
when they tell their story, I'm like, bullshit.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
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 I'm like, bull crap.
You know what I'm noticing too? And
Saved it.
with
I corrected my error.
That's for you, not for them, right?
For me, that's exactly
Yeah,
who that's
okay.
for.
with this season, one thing I'm noticing is a lot of the contestants I'm seeing come on, I've already noticed on social media. And then it's like, oh, I can make it big here. Let me try it here, kind of thing. And some of them do it, some of them don't. This one guy came on, absolute joke, and he's like, well, I got like 18 million likes on TikTok, so I thought like I'd come here and try it. And he was a really heavy set guy that danced, and he had like one dance move, and it was like a hip thrust. It was pretty awful. But then, like, one of the contestants I actually just recently saw, he's a janitor at a middle school, and he sang for the school. He sang Journey, Don't Stop Believing, and he was actually pretty good. And so then he came on here and sang that exact same song and did it, and he was really good. But it's just funny to see all these, like, people who go viral.
I saw
wanna
one
try it.
act off of that once where they did like shadow. They like did a bunch of shadows.
Yeah.
Like made a whole scene with shadows. That one was cool, but
There was one I just watched that they did a whole drone show. They had like 200 drones, and they did a whole thing.
they do that at the Pioneer Parade or the Pioneer Rodeo Days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
That's
they do
pretty
drone
sweet.
shows now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Anyway,
Are they still doing American Idol?
I don't know. I don't watch that crap.
Are they still? Because I know that's where
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen came from.
Morgan.
Oh, did
or,
he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or no. He came from The Voice. One of
The
those.
Voice they still do. That one
I
I,
don't
know.
know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they still do Idol because Katy Perry, I think, is on the judges panel.
Okay.
And Luke Bryan,
Yeah.
Wow, you guys know a lot more than me. I don't know.
the country stars. I know.
I just like America's Got Talent because it's the variety. It's not all just singing or whatever.
Which I feel is like unfair.
Oh, it can be.
Because
yeah.
it always comes down to voice. I feel, I don't know. The times that I've watched, it's like, oh, they always favor the people. I guess not. There's some
Not-
like performers that do really well.
I was going to say there's a couple seasons that I've watched, a Magicians won it.
Oh, they give them pity votes too.
They
Yeah.
can.
I'm like, if they suck, they suck. I don't care.
Heck yeah. Saying
It's the sob story. It comes back to the story. My mom died of cancer, and so I'm here for her. And like,
How you gonna help her now, bud? She's gone.
Back onto the brides and grooms stories here.
Okay.
During the reception, the bride's niece accidentally knocked over a drink that splashed the bride's shoes, and she backhanded her in front of everyone. It caused a huge fight, and the groom walked out right then.
Yep.
Could you imagine?
Bro, she'd have caught some hands.
She wouldn't have left out of there unscathed. That's for damn sure.
how old was the niece?
I don't know, but I mean, it had to have been a
Flower
younger
girl?
kid. Yeah, something. Who knows?
Brutal. Oh my god.
Dude, I saw. No, this reminds me of a story.
Go ahead.
So, I'm assistant coach for my son's baseball team,
Yeah.
and one of he won't listen. He's an idiot. Anyway, so we
I hope
watch.
he's listening.
He's got. I do too, because you're a piece of turd. This is what happened. He's got like a 4-year-old kid or 5. I don't know how old this kid is. Cute little kid, and he's walking, and the kid accidentally steps on the back of his shoe. And he steps on the wet grass. He's like, I hate getting my effing socks wet. You know this. And takes his kid and shoves him on the ground. And the kid flatlined on the ground. It wasn't like just like
Like a
this.
stumble, like-
no, he threw his kid on the ground and he just hit the grass and just kept walking. And like didn't even wait for the kid to get up, didn't apologize, didn't do anything. And just walked to the car and
Jeez.
left the kid on the ground crying. And finally he's like, get over here. I was like, you piece of crap, man.
Ew.
Oh, it made me so mad. I wanted to beat him.
Should have.
Yeah, but
Jeez.
now I'm the one who gets in trouble. You know what I mean? In this world, I'm the one who gets in trouble
True.
for teaching lessons.
It
Right.
gets me grumpy.
Dude, that's so stupid. He's a little kid, man.
Jeez.
Anyways, and you can tell the kids just like starve for attention. Like they don't get.
Yeah.
Sad.
That's
sad,
that's
man.
the worst, man. That's something that you notice as your kids enter into public school. you
Right.
know.
There's a backstory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
100%.
Breaks your heart sometimes.
It does. Anyway.
Let's see.
Rotten hell.
Next one. My cousin, a female bride, was dancing too much at the reception, so her groom hit her. Oh my gosh. My husband
gosh.
gave him a ride to the hospital, which he then needed very badly by the time he got there.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old pretty quickly. Way to go, uncles! Yes.
Jeez.
the
Oh my
freak?
gosh.
Fists.
I don't understand how these people exist.
Bring back the Wild West. I mean,
Just drag them out into the street.
I mean,
Bring out your dad!
but I'm not dead yet.
Yes, you are.
Oh, man.
No, I'm not.
No, the fist fight, the fisticuffs. Maybe not the gun battles, but the fisticuffs.
Got
Dude,
you.
okay,
Got
so
you.
speaking of old westerns,
Hey
I just
there.
saw this guy. So you know have you seen the movie Tombstone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, right. I hope everyone's seen it. But the whole thing with Doc when he's like, "I'll be your Huckleberry."
Yep.
I just saw this guy that actually broke it down. Did you see this?
Yeah.
I saw this too.
Or
Keep
maybe
going.
one of you shared it. I don't know.
remember.
But
Yeah.
anyway, he talks about how the handles on a coffin are called huckles.
Yep.
And then obviously the person carrying it is a bearer. So in the line, it's actually, "I'll be your hucklebearer." And so, meaning like, I'll carry your casket. And this whole time, everybody quotes it as, "I'll be your huckleberry."
I'm
But
still
it's
saying it.
I'll be your hucklebearer. And I'm like, that gives it a whole cooler meaning.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
So true.
yeah.
Way
That's
better.
Ice cold, huh?
Yeah, dude.
You know what's funny is we just watched Top Gun Maverick. I just made Jess watch that, and it's got
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer in it. I didn't realize it. So in Top Gun, when he can't talk, he actually has throat cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had
I
his
didn't realize
vocal
that.
cords removed, I think.
Yeah,
So-
he, I want to say, like, I can't remember what it was, but bringing him in for that one role, like, I can't remember now. But yeah, that's why Val Kilmer's not in anything anymore, is because of that. But he like agreed to come in and just do that, at least that one scene.
Is he like cured of his cancer?
No. No, it's wrecked him.
Rectum?
Damn near wrecked him.
Wrecked him.
I
What it sounds like.
shouldn't be laughing.
No.
It's a sad story. It's just a funny
Yeah,
joke.
it
Wrecked
basically
him.
That
fully,
movie-
fully took his voice.
Yeah.
That movie, The Saint, he's in. That's such a good movie.
I need to see
Ghost
that
in
one.
the Darkness.
Oh, that one. So good.
Such a good movie.
I'm going to sort it out.
Okay, this one is wild. I thought this one was.
Is this the one you've been waiting
Ooh, I don't want this to ruin what we just talked about.
Go ahead.
But he wrote a memoir titled "I'm Your Huckleberry."
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So,
So
is
that
the
guy was
line-
full of friggin'
Well, now I want to
Shiza?
know what the actual line is.
right. I'll look it up on the IMDb's.
Do it.
for? Yeah, but let's not get flagged.
For what?
For what?
Well, for copyright or what?
No.
I'm not gonna show it. I'm just gonna
Oh.
see if it has the quotes.
Okay.
So this one says they were both 35, successful lawyer and doctor, but had never spent the night at each other's home. After the marriage, they couldn't agree who would move in with who and filed for divorce after 3 months.
Really?
No one knows why they even got married at all. I guess they just felt like they were supposed to at that age.
they just thought they could outlawyer the other one.
I guess.
You got to try on a pair of shoes before you buy them.
Yeah. Gosh, man.
That kind of goes back on the whole kid thing. Like, you just think you'd have that worked out
Yeah.
before
Well,
you even.
And the following comment, it kind of puts it nicely. They say, "That's wild. It's honestly pretty common for professionals to be in committed relationships but maintain separate houses, even long distance. They could have just done that."
I could see that. People who put work first
Yeah.
and then the relationship second.
Yeah. And then this one as another follow-up, which I thought was pretty interesting. Well-to-do professionals such as lawyers and doctors that live apart and isolationist in life, or are isolationist in lifestyle, are the main clientele of the BDSM clubs that I once worked security for. Usually because they can afford it, and often their private lives and emotional power struggles or hollow status symbols. How crazy
me.
is that? Yeah.
Spank me.
Spank me, hit me, kick me.
Is that
Cam?
why, like,
Do it.
the 50 Shades of Grey thing?
Back that up.
Back the shit up. Pussy.
So good.
We got a video to
She
show you. So funny, man. So funny.
What'd you find on Tombstone? Anything?
Yes. So he does say, "I'm your Huckleberry."
Oh,
But it's
Tombstone was most memorable line is "I'm your Huckleberry," which he says twice throughout the movie, both times to Johnny Ringo. This line has a deeper
Johnny
meaning
Ringo.
in the historical context. In the 1800s, when Tombstone is set, "I'm your Huckleberry" was a common saying. It essentially means "I'm the one you want" or "I'm the man for the job."
oh,
Interesting.
still cool.
Yeah.
well,
I like yours better. Sometimes what do they call those?
Well, it does say some audience
Theories.
members misinterpreted this line and have heard "Hucklebearer" and then it goes on to explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
love
gonna cut
fan
that out
theories,
because I like that one.
man. Yeah, it's cool.
still, my favorite line from it,
We want
still,
truth.
still from Val Kilmer, but when he comes out and they're like, he's all drunk and stuff, and they're like, "You're probably seeing two of me," and he's like, "Well, I got two guns, one for the both of you." Like, freaking love it.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to rewatch that movie.
Oh, it's so good.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Oh,
Dude,
really?
it's
Yeah,
so
I think
good.
so.
It's
Yeah.
one of the
Can I
best
pop your
westerns.
cherry? Can I pop your cherry on
Dude,
it?
you can.
Let's do
I
it.
would
We'll watch it.
gladly let you.
Let's watch it.
All right.
It's kind of I mean, it's obviously based on true characters, but like the overall the story is loosely based on.
Yeah, Doc
Wyatt Earp.
Holliday, Wyatt Earp.
Yep.
But
Real
yeah,
characters.
it's based on the Cowboys because they would wear those
Sean
red
relates to
sashes and
Butch Cassidy.
Are you?
Yeah,
I've seen his house.
he's a wild one.
Yep. And then the showdown at the OK Corral.
that's one I haven't seen.
That's what
That
happens
happens
in
in there.
Tombstone.
That's the,
Oh, I
It's
guess
like-
the
It's a historical.
I guess the movie, the Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Oh,
I haven't seen
sorry.
that one. But
This one cracked me up. It said the maid of honor sat down at our table, slammed a shot, and said, "I give him 3 years." They made it 2 years, 8 months.
ooh.
I took bets at my wedding.
You did?
No. Her relatives took bets on how long we'd last because we got married so young.
Oh, really?
They owe us a lot of money.
How much we talking?
You haven't hit my
don't
number
know.
yet.
I don't know. Well,
He gave it 25 years.
do you feel like marriages? So kind of going back to like that business one where they were both 35 and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think first marriages, so not divorced and remarried, but first marriages at older ages or younger ages are more likely to divorce?
I think everyone says things like a lot of people say that young people getting married get divorced, but honestly, I've seen like you and a lot of other people go way longer.
Well,
And all the people who said they're like, "Oh, young married, you're gonna get divorced." The people who said that are now divorced.
here's the deal, though. Is like
Yeah, I don't know.
we're still not fully mature. I mean,
Oh,
women
yeah.
mature faster, so you're kind of maturing together and figuring each other
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So I see a lot of value and worth in the way I did it, and we just make it work. Like no matter
You
how
make the
that's-
commitment and you stick to it.
right.
Like
I
Jenny
didn't.
and I, we were, yeah, she was barely 19. I was 21. Like, not far off from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old were you?
19.
You were 19, and
Yeah.
same with Lisa?
Lisa was 19. Yeah.
Wow.
I think if you think about it, it's probably easier because you are doing a lot more growing. Whereas when you get married
Together.
older,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
you're set in your ways. Like you're kind of like, these are how I like things. This is what I want to do. And so it's a little harder to like bend or find
Right.
that
Bend to
growth.
their will.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I said,
really
it's
don't
a
know.
vow. I took a vow, and I took that vow serious.
Yeah.
I am a
But I think- I think
Maybe
that's
it's a
where you-
generational thing too.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see
I don't
that.
know.
I also think that's
Maturity level.
you are an old soul in that the vow means something to you, whereas today that does not mean so much.
Well,
don't
bring
even
it
know
back
what
the
a vow
vow.
is. And like it's crazy to think that
Hashtag bring
there-
back.
it's
Right?
crazy to think that there was a time when literally your word was like worth more than anything else.
It was legal.
Yeah.
It was
Dude,
binding.
I
It
still
was-
get people like that coming into my work. They're that I just remember the day when I could just shake someone's hand and they'd give me the loan.
That's me.
Like,
No way.
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been around long enough to know those days, but I mean, there was kind of a day that you just kind of had credit. It wasn't like a credit report, but you had just credit
Social
with the
credit
bank.
score.
Yeah, basically.
Really.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You start out with a small loan, and if you did good, then they progress from there.
Those
that trust.
those people are sometimes the hardest ones because they have like phenomenal, like, I don't know how to say it, like they've got like tons of money and everything, but they have like zero credit because they buy everything in cash. So when the day comes that they have to get a loan, those are the hardest ones to deny.
It's a trap.
To try and
Credit is a trap, man.
it
So
is,
stupid.
dude. I hate it. Like, I hate that basically most of my job, well, not so much now being a supervisor, but it's like most of my job otherwise is based around it. And it's the stupidest thing. It's like, hey, congratulations, you're really good at being in debt. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
but yeah, I don't know.
Stupid.
Redonkulous.
I don't know how we got over there.
Marriage. Oh, it was
Vows.
marriage.
Vows.
Marriage, debt goes together.
Marriage and debt goes together.
It was being a man of your word. Yeah.
Speaking of which, this one starts off with debt. Let's go there.
Okay.
The wedding was beautiful and the most expensive wedding I have ever been to. The bride worked for a fashion designer in NYC and had 3 different dresses she wore during the event.
Oh my God.
And for different parts of the wedding. They announced she was pregnant soon after the wedding, and unfortunately, scans showed there were a few things wrong with the baby. The stress of the situation caused my cousin, the husband, to relapse and go back to his old heroin. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
this,
jeez.
this downturned quickly. Okay.
Superman, his
To
heroin. Superman.
To his old heroin. Yeah. His old heroin Superman habit, which apparently she had no idea about. His drug use quickly spiraled and got him fired from his job for stealing, and then his wife found out about all of it and moved out to stay with her parents. Baby was born 100% healthy. Scans had got it wrong. He had tried to quit drugs and make amends to her, but it was rocky and she divorced him before their first anniversary. He dipped off for a few years doing drugs, then got sober and found out he had brain cancer.
Holy
Relapsed,
crap.
got sober again, and had his brain tumor removed. Now he is still sober and remarried, has a few kids with his new wife.
Dang.
Wow. That was all over the map.
That's a rocky ass road, that one.
That's a movie. Like,
Jeez.
that's a biography movie.
That is crazy.
Bro had to get out and push the car.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap. What, oh wow, that's a story. And to end up on top though, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is insane.
He just had a speech impediment. Because the tumor.
It's not the tumor.
Jeez.
Still living a good life.
Oh
Seriously.
my gosh.
So I don't know why this suddenly popped in my head. On the whole, it's not a tumor thing and babies and stuff. I just saw this headline, this news thing that this lady went in to get checked because she had, I don't know if she had pain or a lump or something, but she had a fully calcified fetus.
Oh. Did you send that?
I don't remember, but like it showed an x-ray of it and it was a full fetus that like she had somehow miscarried but never
Never passed
it.
So the
Oh
body
my
like
So the body like
gosh.
entombed it,
yeah, not it's
What?
not calcified, but
Jeez.
it's like what's the word?
like a scar tissue around it or something,
Sort
like
of, or like almost like gosh, I can't like like the only thing I could think of is like when salt crystals kind of
Oh, dang.
solidified it.
yeah, something like that.
That's not gonna feel good.
Wow, encased it, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Holy cow.
Petrified
Entombed.
baby.
Basically.
Dude, that's something we should do for a podcast is like insane medical stories.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
I know
stuff like
Zach
that.
did the one
No,
on-
because the pus one was gross.
That was so bad.
We don't need
Oh
to do
my
that
gosh, that one
story
was
again.
so bad.
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
s-
that was a medical story.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did
it
a
was
whole
like
bunch of
weird
them.
ER ones, but
Yes.
I think
Serious.
just like bizarre medicals.
Bizarre medical would be
Yeah.
great.
X-Files.
All right. This one's just for you, Tony, because just the first line.
Okay.
The bride came out to Slipknot.
Okay.
They wrote their own vows, which were, shall we say, overly and uncomfortably sexual. And they had been dating for a grand total of 2 whole weeks.
That's me.
Whoa. They were within the throes of passion.
That's lust.
And
Any and all attempts to inform them that this was a mistake were just met with, when you know, or you're just jealous. But hey, a free bar is a free bar.
Wow.
It's true.
Edit so many questions. Oh, so that's how that was.
That's
Okay,
it.
there's a lot of edits. Here we go. So many questions. The song was last bonus track on Subliminal Verses. I'm told this track is called Danger, Keep Away. The wedding itself was a small thing with a registrar in a council building. The staff there was very professional and only laughed quietly. The after party was a pub owned by the groom's uncle. The honeymoon was at the Butlins? Butlins? I don't know what that is.
Butlins?
Butlins? I don't know. They were separated by the time they got back. They were not in the military, just young and dumb. We are all white trash, and that's fine.
Interesting.
That's fine.
That reminds me. Do you remember there was that video of the bride coming down the aisle to Buck Cherry's?
oh,
Crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but that's the one I would imagine would happen.
Yeah, and she came down kind of like dancing to it, and it's like she's a crazy bitch. Like
Ah,
I can't remember.
Foreshadowing.
not a wedding song I would like.
Oh, I
Nope.
went to that. That was a
I
bad-
also like this edit. I bought them a toaster from Argos. I didn't ask for it back. Oh man,
Toasters.
I love crazy wedding stories. I'm trying to think if there's any that I have been to. I think the craziest one that I've ever been to wedding wise was my dad's friend. Super engineer, super weird nerd, just like I shouldn't say weird nerd. He was just like very perfectionist,
particular.
very particular, very quiet, very soft spoken.
How is his common sense?
I mean, from this story, probably not so great.
A lot of them.
So anyway, he was probably in his late 30s, never married, and fell in love with a prostitute.
Oh,
He had loads of money, married her. They went on a spending spree, bought an airplane, all kinds of crazy stuff. They even bought SUV and put big old rims on it, raised it. Like it was almost like this quiet life that he'd been living. He wanted no more of it.
jeez.
He wanted to
It's like
live
Jeff
life in the
Bezos.
fast lane.
Whatever.
It's like
Right?
Jeff Bezos after his divorce, how he
Right.
got.
She banged the sense out of him. That's what happened.
All of them.
All the senses. That's what happened.
Gosh.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, that's probably the craziest wedding I've ever been to. That was a wild combination of people in that room. That was weird. Anything else? You guys got
It's
anything
good
to
note to
share?
end on.
Anyway, hashtag.
I just realized we haven't done. I don't think we've done a hashtag on our past.
We haven't.
Couple.
No, and that's why I'm doing it. It's
We're
'cause
bringing it
I
back,
just
baby.
remembered someone's comment saying, hashtag.
I do.
So the hashtag is
Hashtag I do.
I do.
That was
Pretty
Chris's
simple.
idea.
I like it.
High five.
Hashtag I do.
He did.
Anyway, we're
I
gonna
did.
call it because one of them already has, and he's.
It's been a long week, people. Be kind.
Rewind.
Rewind your VHSs and your DVDs.
Sorry, guys. I am.
One of my
It's
favorites.
okay.
I am gone.
It's okay.
We just love your presence,
Thank you.
Your loving presence. We
Thank
feel
you.
it even when you're sleeping.
The fans still love you.
and you didn't snore at all.
Dude,
Are you
props to
lying?
you.
No,
Oh,
no
okay,
joke, dude.
good.
Not at all.
Not a once.
Even with your neck.
Yeah, I don't know how you
How did you
slept like
breathe?
that. That's impressive. You need to be studying.
Suffocating. We're all just like,
I guess
silly.
you have to breathe to snore. Like so, that's the trick.
Oh, you were just suffocating
Oh
yourself.
man.
Huh? Anyway,
Could you imagine also he just
He lives.
No, actually, what would be the best is like Russell Brand's character in Bedtime Stories, where he has the night terrors and he just.
all I can think of, I don't even know what it's off of, but he gets stabbed in the chest. He's like, I'm alive.
Get him to the Greek.
That's the
Still
one.
Russell
Stabs him with
Brand.
an
Is that
EpiPen.
Russell
Yeah.
Brand?
Yeah.
Yeah, they stab the other guy
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the chest.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Let us know down in the comments if there's any other Reddit topics you'd love to see us cover, because I love sharing hilarious and weird stories. I think I definitely want to venture down the weird medical. I just think that stuff is so
It's
fascinating.
so crazy what's out there.
And I love hearing stories that make these two squirm, because that's just hilarious. But we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys here next time.
Love you guys.
Arrivederci.
Thanks for being part of this crowd.